And then there is another one.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? How's y'all week starting off? Hopefully it's off to the right start. I see Neo, making some waves, and I'm starting to think artists are starting to come out and say one thing and flip flop just to make themselves relevant again. Neo, of course, does not need that. Neo, this guy is a big guy, has had multiple number one hits, award winning hits, include even hits that that he's written for other people, including "Let Me Love You," "Irreplaceable." I'm not even gonna front you. I'm reading this shit. Spotlight, "Take a Bow," and "Do My Thing." You know what I'm saying? And he's also written for artists including Kerry Hilson, Mary J. Blige, Celine Dion, and Beyonce, as well as Michael Jackson. So he doesn't need to make no waves and stuff like that. I thought it was interesting. He gave an opinion on what he thinks about the current agenda and as far as the alphabet people go. And it sounded good. It sounded great. I was with him. And he doubled down at one point with a follow-up video. But they put in that call and they said, take it down now. Fix it. And while I got that, let me just touch on that. Now, you can have your views and whatever about 6ix9ine, but he did have a great point in this video. I don't have the short, which I wish I did, but hopefully we can get to the point quick. Let's check it.
You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You have to. Yo, you
gotta check the boxes.
Literally, you can say, I don't feel like doing that. I don't even like that person. You have to. You're a puppet. You can't say certain shit. Take that down. Take it down right now. Okay.
Boom. Right there. So what caused all of that? Well, that's me just giving you a quick little overview of what's going on. Let's see the comments that people are up in arms about. I'm not gonna play the whole video, but I'll try to just skip through.
If with the LBGT, I have no problem with with nobody. Okay,
right.
Love who you love, do what you do.
Exactly.
I just personally come from an era where a man was a man and a woman was a woman, and it wasn't but two genders, and that's just how I rocked.
Boom. I mean, great point. I think if you're 25 and older, I think a lot of us remember a time when a man was a man and a woman was a woman. There were just men and women, and gender and sex were synonymous, before all this buffoonery and foolery and all of that. All right, let's continue.
Me
now,
too.
You could identify as a goldfish if you feel it.
Right.
I don't care. That ain't my business. It becomes my business when you try to make me play the game with you. I'm not finna call you a goldfish, but you want to be a goldfish, you go be a goldfish. It's all
Amen.
Good.
All right, I could agree with that. You want to live in your own world with 101 genders and 150 different sexual identities and gender is fluid. That's fine. That's a beautiful thing for you. Okay, I'm happy that you get to enjoy living in a fantasy land. But where I have the problem, and I think a lot of people have the problem, is when you force us, and by you, I mean that community, I mean the media, I mean politicians, I mean policies, everything. When we're being forced into playing this game, playing this charade that we never even signed up to be a part of. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Well said.
it's just, we live in a weird time, man. We do. We live in a time where a person will have a mental breakdown in front of their camera.
Right.
Wait, let me white balance.
That's crazy,
Facts.
right?
What the hell is that? Like, if you are of sound mind enough to find the light.
Right.
And
exactly.
then break
exactly.
down.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Right.
Here's a point. Like I said, in this segment, he's gonna make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? The man knows what he's talking about.
Man,
No, there is something wrong with
whatever,
you.
there's something wrong with you.
Right.
There ain't nothing wrong with you. Like, man.
Right,
it's just,
right.
I don't
You're
know.
you're adding to it. It's all how we deal with life.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and a lot of people want pity, self-pity.
That's
Keep
true.
moving.
That's right.
Then we gonna get up and continue moving. 'Cause
They, oh my God, and
Trigger
let's go to the
warnings, what the
right.
All right, let's get into the next clip. This is where we're gonna get into the real, where we came here to see.
Parents have almost forgotten what the role of a parent is.
Amen.
It's like, okay,
Lost control.
if your little boy comes to you and says, "Daddy, I want to be a girl," and you just let him rock with that,
Right.
he's 5.
Right.
And the thing is, parents aren't allowed to parent. Let me just say, piggyback off where I think he's going with this. We have too many people having too much say in what a parent should do with their child. I mean, anything within reason, is reasonable for that parent to do to their child. You can't tell a parent what to teach their child as long as it's not something destructive or something. You can't teach a parent to teach a child to think differently than what you believe, and that's something crazy I see going on because the LGBTQ community, a lot of them cannot have children, and they feel such a big need to have a big say-so on what other people do with their children, But let's continue.
And where did he get that
If
from?
you let this 5-year-old boy decide to eat candy all day, he's gonna do that.
Exactly.
Like, when did it become a good idea to let a 5-year-old, let a 6-year-old, let a 12-year-old make a life-changing decision for themselves?
Right.
When did that happen?
Right.
Like, I don't understand that. I don't get that.
And to medicate these young kids that are 5, 6 growing up and knowing that it affects their brain, it affects their organs, it makes them sick, but they're not allowed to do drugs, they're not allowed to do alcohol.
Right.
But we can medicate
He
them
can't
up.
drive a car yet, but he can decide his sex.
Right, right. What sexual orientation, and he can cut off his pee-pee, and that, to me, that makes no sense
And
whatsoever.
I don't.
They are saying nothing wrong right now because we are living in a place like this. We're living in a place where California, and I reported on this a few weeks back, denied a bill that would have made harsher punishments for pedophiles, people trying to have sex or exploit children. Okay, they would have had harsher sentences, and I think that they would have been it would have been a felony. They struck that down, but yet I just saw the other day California has allowed oh my gosh. I think it's like, don't quote me on it, but it's something along the lines that they're going to reduce sentencing or reduce the charges for orally and anally raping a child. And yes, that was graphic, but that is what it is. That's how I feel about it. Like the shit doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? We're telling children that they can go behind their parents' backs in some of these states and cities and districts and stuff and perform hormone begin the hormone treatment that they call treatment. And that's what they're talking about, ingesting all these things. They're giving these kids these things knowing that it's not going to have good side effects. We already know the outcome of the transgender community. A lot of them regret it in old age as they get older. And a lot of them, the suicidal ideations increase as they get older. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of suicide in that transgender community. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
I don't know if this is true, but I heard a rumor that they either passed or are trying to pass a law in LA that states if your child comes to you and asks to do some of these things and you say no, they can take your kid.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Just passed in California.
That makes no sense.
They
It's
want us to have no
backwards.
control over our children.
I don't get it.
In schools,
I don't get it.
hospitals, libraries.
Yeah.
They just want to manipulate. you got to understand when they're so young and they're already that's
Impressionable.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And from them, they're gonna believe what you say. I mean,
Yeah.
we say Santa Claus is real. You know, the
And they
Easter Bunny.
believe it, like,
Right,
come on.
exactly.
Like, you gotta
they know what they're doing.
Remember who
So if you tell a little 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old that they could be the other gender, of course they're gonna believe it. You're telling them something that's like they said. We tell them the tooth fairy comes and gives you money when you lose a tooth. No one did, but they believe it. You know, there was even a story. A kindergarten teacher on the first day of school, a kindergarten teacher was telling the kids that she identifies as bisexual. That means she likes men and women, or boys and girls. She probably said at that age. And that's what I'm saying. She reduced it probably to saying boys and girls, but she's talking about being bisexual to them. Anyway, she's saying all these things, and these kids are going home and asking their parents so many questions about this. That's how it came to the light, and it was reported on. These kids are going home like, oh, so what am I? What am I supposed to be? Who am I supposed to like? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're confusing a whole generation of children. My mood is Neo right now, right in that frame. All right.
who you're dealing with. Like, I can't take credit for it, but I heard somebody say one time, he's like, all right, if your son comes to you and says, Daddy, I want to be a girl, ask your son, what is a girl?
That's a good one.
What is he going to do? He's going to say, well, he might want to play with dolls. All right, you want to play with dolls. Fine, play with dolls.
Right.
But you're a boy
Right.
playing with dolls.
That's
I want to
right.
wear pink. All right, cool, wear pink. But you're a boy
That's right.
wearing pink. No
Exactly.
issue with the LBGT. I have no problem with with nobody. Okay,
Right.
love who you love, do what you do.
All right, and then that's gonna go back to the first video. Yeah. All right. So after that was the initial video. After that, Neo went on to double down. So let's take a look at that. Which, like I said, I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, do what you gotta do, say what you gotta say, double down. Live your truth, man. If that's what you believe, stand on it.
What's going on, loved ones? This is Neo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls.
There
Okay?
you go.
That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asking about...
Exactly. And another thing, we got to stop giving so much fucks about what any of these celebrities think, to be honest. Like, I really don't care. Like, when it's something I think that, I just felt like this topic was, relevant to what I enjoy covering. But fuck all these celebrities. Like, why do what they say mean more than what anybody's saying on certain topics? Now, if it's in their field of expertise, of course, that's their field of expertise. But, who's anybody to say anything, especially when it comes to a topic like this? But then again, I know what a man and a woman are. So, anyway, back to the video.
Nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question and I answered the damn question. Okay? I have no beef with the LBGTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will.
Facts. I think he's speaking about if a child wants to, do something, how some of these places are taking children away from the parents, or some of them are allowing children to go and proceed with these procedures. Yeah, there's no reason that they should be able to even do that without parents knowing or without parents having to say so.
will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that.
Right there, man. I'm with you, Neo. Right there, bro. Right there.
Till I get my money right.
All right, let's see.
hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So, with that being said, y'all have a good day. I love everybody. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, but your opinion is yours.
Yeah. Well,
Speak your opinion as much as you damn well feel like it. Because as I said, they're not important, they're not special. Everybody got one, and you're entitled to it. I'm entitled to mine, all right? Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. Have a great day. It's Neo. Peace and love.
yo, man, that energy right there, bro, I'm loving it. I'm loving it, bro. Like, you letting them know, man, we got opinions. You may not agree, but that's the beautiful thing about the world. Like, we're all entitled to this diversity of thought. Like, we all not supposed to think one way about everything. You know what I'm saying? We not. Just that's the beautiful thing about individuals. Every individual is different. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody is entitled to that opinion. And I hate when, people feel like if they can't speak up in certain environments. And I love what he had to say. Everything I agree with. But I just wish he would have stood on it, man. Because.
Hello, motherfucker.
Yeah. Shit. Can't zoom that much. Give me a second. So, he did not keep that same energy. After much reflection, I'd like to express my deepest apologies to anyone that I may have hurt with my comments on parenting and gender identity. I've always been an advocate for love and inclusivity in the LGBTQI plus community, so I understand how my comments could have been interpreted as insensitive and offensive. Gender identity is nuanced, and I can honestly admit that I plan to better educate myself on the topic so I can approach future conversations with more empathy. At the end of the day, I lead with love and support and everyone's freedom of expression and pursuit of happiness. Neo, man, I was with you, bro. And then you go and give up to the woke mob, man. I can't take it, bro. Like, if y'all gonna say something, say it. Say it with your whole chest out, like you said in that, like you were in that video, that last video I just showed. But keep that energy, bro. But I just wanted to report on this real quick. Hold on, let me come back in. I thought it was I thought he gave some great points initially. I thought the follow-up was, he was doubling down and just letting them know, like, hey, I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. But once again, the woke media wins when it comes to a lot of these celebrities. Like 6ix9ine said, I don't agree with much, but the industry and all these entertainers, they're all puppets. They can't say what they want to say. They're not free to express their own thoughts. They have to stick to the agenda. And that's why fuck Hollywood, fuck all of them, fuck mainstream. Go get your information yourself. Do your own reading and stuff like that. Find alternative media, because if you keep listening to these people, this country's gonna continue to be the way that it is, because we're getting the news from shitty sources, But I know y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm sorry I didn't want this video to go on so long. Y'all let me know if y'all think Neo should have doubled down. I mean, should have doubled down that or tripled down, that, hey man, this is what you think. This is, what you believe, bro. Say it. Like, if anyone has a problem, like he said, they could live in a world without Neo. Now, I'm not trying to say a world without Neo is in I wish some death or some misfortune upon him. Never that. I'm saying, like, in his own words, a world without him as an entertainer or having a platform or whatever. Or do you think he had change of thought, change of heart? He really thought it out, reached out to people, and they said, you know, you need to get a little bit more educated on the topic and understand that these people and their families have the right to do whatever they want to do to their children. And if that's what they so choose to do and the child willingly wants to do, that that's fine and that's cool. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I'm not gonna keep y'all too much longer. Appreciate y'all for coming through. If y'all enjoyed the video and stuck around this long, would appreciate y'all hitting that like, subbing up, and leaving a comment. And till the next one, or matter of fact, yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna get at y'all in the next one. Y'all stay safe. I'm out, yo.